Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have this get ready with me style video. It's going to be a voiceover trying a bunch of new makeup products, things that are new and things that are new for me. So if you guys want to see this look and trying out a bunch of new goodies, then let's go ahead and hop right on in. To go ahead and prep the skin, I'm taking the Tatcha water cream, and this is going to be my moisturizer. This is not new on the market, but it's new for me. So I'm going to go ahead and use this little spatula that comes with it and apply it all over my skin. It is amazing, you guys. I've been using it since Christmas. I actually got it on Christmas, and it's just an amazing moisturizer. I can't really explain it. It goes on really cooling. Also, once it sinks into the skin, it literally feels like you just spritzed water all over your face, but it's so hydrating. So it's a really cool texture. I've been in love with it. And the only thing is it is a little pricey, but I think that it works wonders. And right now I have been using it just for like a week or so, but I have noticed a little bit of a difference in my skin and the way it feels. So putting it on prior to my makeup makes it look amazing. Then I'm going in with Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer as my primer, and I am obsessed with this primer. It is, again, not that new for me, but it is one of my favorites, so I'm going to go ahead and blot that into my skin, and it really sinks into the pores and gets it ready for foundation. So starting off with the face today, I'm going to go in with a new foundation, and I'm so excited to try this out. I was going to do a whole video dedicated to this foundation, but I'd rather just throw it into a trying new makeup. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. This is 24-hour wear, and I did pick up two colors just because I did not know what shade I would be. So I typically do that with a lot of my foundations. The first one was 220, and as I was pumping it on my hand, it looked like it was going to match, and then when I put it onto my skin, it kind of just looked a little bit too golden-like. So I did go ahead and pick up another one, and I'm going to mix them together, and it took a few tries to get like my perfect shade with it, but this was a lighter shade. I'll pop in the screen of the number, and I kept mixing in with my beauty blender just to try to get my shade, and it turns out working really great. So getting two usually is what I like to do, especially when they're from the drugstore and I can't actually test them in the store. I do like to get my own and mix my own foundations together, and of course that is not for everybody, but it is what I did here, and I wound up loving this foundation, you guys. It is so amazing. Also, my neck is always a little bit of a different tone than my face, so throughout this video we did make it work. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out onto my skin evenly with a damp beauty blender, and I absolutely love this foundation, you guys. The coverage of it was phenomenal. Seriously, full coverage. Didn't really cling to my acne that I did have going on at this very moment, so I was really happy about that. It's very lightweight, but also covered a lot, which was really good and impressing, and it did last me all day long. So seriously, thumbs up for the foundation. I am loving it. I did pick mine up for about $9 at the drugstore, but it can retail from $9 to $12. Except to conceal, I'm taking the new shade of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is in the shade Cafe con Leche. I cannot pronounce that, but I will leave it down below in the description of the exact name. I'm just going to put it right underneath my eyes to go ahead and conceal and brighten, and put it in my forehead area by my chin, and then go ahead and blend it out with a damp beauty blender. So like I said, this is a new shade. Obviously, I've used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer before, and I absolutely love the finish, the way it feels, the texture, and it doesn't leave anything like underneath my eyes like creasy or anything like that. It's just a beautiful finish and conceals everything. It is amazing. So this one is just a new shade, and I actually really love the way that it looks. Next up, we're going to play around with some PATRICKSTARRR and MAC goodies. This is their collaboration. You guys, I was so excited for this. This was sent to me in PR, and I was literally like mind blown at the packaging, everything. From packaging to product, insane. So we're gonna go ahead and take their new setting powder, which is kind of like a pink powder, but it's just gonna help brighten and obviously set the under eyes. So it is a matte finish, and the texture of it is just phenomenal. I am already so hooked on this powder. It is crazy. I'm like in love with it. And you guys know my favorite like ride or die is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So for me to switch up is crazy, and I'm seriously in love with the coverage. The way it looks under the eyes, it turns instantly matte, like airbrush. It just looks porcelain. Ugh, I'm obsessed. So congrats to Patrick #1, and the product is phenomenal. I'm going to also take a brush and just put some powder on the top of my forehead and underneath by my jawline and by my nose, and then sweep it away. Moving over to the eyes, I'm going to take the eyeshadow quad that is also part of this collection. It is in the style Goal Getter. I'm obsessed with these colors, you guys. Like, it screamed my name. I was so happy, and I personally love MAC shadows. I love the pigmentation and everything of them, so I was really excited to try this one out. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with that light mauve shade and run that back and forth into my crease from outer to inner corner on this brush. It's a crease brush from Sigma, and I'm going to go ahead and use like windshield wiper motions, kind of swish it back and forth, and I'm going to extend the tail of it kind of by my eyebrow as well. I'm not going to keep it precise, but I want to make sure that I have a nice transition shade, so I'm just going to keep on going back and forth to my desired shade. Next up, taking the third shade, which is a little bit deeper than that transition shade, I'm going to go ahead and put this right underneath the transition and go back and forth in that same exact motion we did, just below the transition. And then I'm just going to take a separate brush and just go ahead and blend both the transition and that shade together, back and forth, just to make it diffused and not harsh. I'm going to go in with that last shade, which is a deeper brick color, and I'm going to take it on another brush and pop it right into my actual crease. Now, I typically have a low crease, so what I'm going to do is actually extend my eyes a little bit to find out where my crease is, because sometimes I don't actually get it into my crease. I like to exaggerate it, so today I wanted to keep it in my real one, and I just keep it literally in that area and go from inner to outer and kind of keep it more in the outer corner area, and this will just accentuate my crease a little bit, if that makes sense. And I kind of just keep it low and then run it exactly on the lower lash line with that same color. Once that's all blended out, I'm going to take the last shade in this palette. So I actually used all four, which was really cool to complete this eye look. I'm taking that gold shade, which is a glitter, and pop it right onto my lid space as well as my inner corner. Then I'm just going to continue to blend out these shades and get it all gradient and blended together. And I definitely did a look like this before, but this again was just to try out new makeup, and I'm obsessed with this palette. I wanted to give this palette a try, and I absolutely love it. Then going in with the new Smashbox Photo Edit eyeshadow. This is in the shade Nude Pick Deep. I'm taking this like bone color, and I'm gonna go ahead and run this right underneath my eyebrow and right above that transition area, just so everything is blended nicely together and we have more of like a skin colored look up there and it doesn't look super crazy. Then I'm going in with that orangey shade and popping that right into my outer corner area as well as the underneath of my lash line. I'm obsessed with that shade right now. Oh, beautiful. Then I'm going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop it right into my cheekbones. I did not have a new bronzer, so I just figured I'd use this. It is my holy grail. Then I'm going to go in with the new L'Oreal True Match Lumi Shimmerista Illuminator, and this is a powdered highlighter. So it is in the shade Sunlight, and you guys, I'm living for this right now. It reminds me of a higher end loose highlighter. I'm just going to pop this right into my inner corner to give a brightened effect in there, and then we'll go ahead and use it on our cheeks right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit in the cap and take this Real Techniques brush and apply it to my nose, cheekbones, all those good spots that I always highlight. Now, the only thing that I noticed with this highlighter as I was applying it is that when you look head on, it kind of looks a little bit dark, so it could be a little bit too pinky toned for my skin. I made it work in this video, but I definitely want to see if there's like more of a gold one that I can get, because that is more of the highlighter that I typically go for. So I did make it work, but yeah, I did notice that it was like a little bit too strong of a light shade, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it in the areas that I normally highlight, and it is gorgeous. Like, I'm telling you, it is gorgeous. The pigment is there, but I wish that I got a different color. Help out with the color situation, I'm just going to go in with the Master Chrome from Maybelline. This is their Molten Gold highlighter, and just apply a little bit of that over top just so I can get a little bit of a gold back into it, but the original highlighter from L'Oreal is amazing as well. As for lashes, I went ahead and put on my favorite ones. They're the Salon Perfect 614s. And then we're going to go in with another one of the Smashbox Photo Edit eyeshadow palettes, and this is the Snap Queen. I'm taking that mauvey, like purpley lilac color and putting it a little bit into my crease, as well as running it right below the lash line. I'm going in with the Ciate London Wonder Wand Mascara, and this is new for me. I love it, you guys. It separates the lashes so good. It's super black, and it makes my lower lashes like really pop. I was really impressed. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna go ahead and run that from the bottom to the top and blend my lashes in. And then, you know, gotta add some more highlighter because that is my favorite thing in the world. Going in with the MAC Patrick Star Lip Pencil, I'm going to go ahead and run this onto my lips. Just a little bit. It was a little bit too pink for me, but I wanted to still try it out. It is in the shade Edge to Edge, so I just lightly lined my lips. And with the new Milani Amore Shine, this is their liquid lip color, and this is in the shade Delight. And I'm applying this all over my lips, and as you can see, it has like that nice metallic, like little shimmer. To go ahead and make my own little lip cocktail, I'm taking the MAC Retro Matte Metallic Lip Color. These are new, and this is in the shade, I believe, Quartzette, but I will have it listed down below. Both of these lip colors combined just made it a little bit darker. So that completes this makeup look, as well as doing a full face using all new makeup products. I hope you guys enjoyed it, maybe found it a little helpful. Go ahead and thumbs it up and subscribe if you guys are not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah.